Yo, dude, what's going on?
Andrew, how's it going, man?
Good, man.
I've got something for you to check out. I'm sending it to you right now.
Sick.
Check it out, let me know.
What is it, man?
But now I'm gonna run, but I'll speak to you very soon, okay?
Yeah.
Peace.
What?
Open your eyes, let's get it done. Take my hand, just follow me. Shadowing me, I won.
What's going on, guys? Andrew Murphy here, and today we are looking at the brand new Nanlite PavoTube II 6C, and boy is this thing pretty awesome. So I've had this thing for a few days now, and I initially asked myself, how many portable RGB lights do I actually really need? Way more than I thought, clearly, because this thing is absolutely dope. Now, I recently did a review on the Aperture MC, so that's kind of what I've been comparing it to while I've been testing this light. The Nanlite PavoTube II 6C has full RGB color, 100 Kelvin increments from 2700 to 7500K, which is actually larger than the Aperture's 3200 to 6500 Kelvin. USB-C charging, magnetic ends, and it's also super bright. But although they are similar, this thing packs a lot more punch. Now, it might not be as small as the Aperture MC, but it's almost twice as bright, and because the light source is so big, the light coming off it is quite soft. For me, this is a massive one because the main reason that I don't use pocket lights is because they're so small and the light that comes off them is super harsh. But because the PavoTube 6C has such a large light source and it's also got built-in diffusion, it's actually very useful even as a key light. Now, this thing is bright, and when I mean bright, I mean like if you set your light on your iPhone to 100%, that's as bright as this at 1%. Now, at full brightness, Nanlite says you'll get 65 minutes of runtime, but on the display it says 0.9 hours or 54 minutes. However, in my tests, I got 1.2 hours or 1 hour and 12 minutes consistently. However, it is very important to note that the time remaining displayed is ridiculously conservative. In my testing, by the time the display had dropped down to 0.1 hours, we're only about 40 minutes through. However, the final 0.1 hours shown on the display seem to last for like over 30 minutes. Now, I have chatted to the team at Nanlite, and hopefully this is something they can fix in a future firmware update. However, if we drop the brightness down to 1%, which is still as bright as an iPhone light, we'll get over 9 hours of runtime showing on the display. And to be honest, every single time I go camping from now on, I'm going to be packing this thing because it's perfect and it just lasts forever. Now, comparing the color output to the Aperture MC, it is slightly different. The PavoTube 6C has a CRI of 98, whereas the Aperture MC has a CRI of 96+. But it is hard to tell which one is more accurate without having the proper tools to test it. The display is super sharp and it gives you all the information you need, like brightness, hue, and saturation, as well as all the adjustments for the effects modes as well. The plus-minus system for adjusting settings can be a little bit slow, especially when you're trying to find a specific hue. And there can also sometimes be a slight lag if you're quickly running through the hues as well. And again, the time remaining display is super handy rather than having to guess how much time is left based off those little bar charts that are ridiculously hard to read. 1/4-20 screws at either end mean you can mount it on C-stands or a tripod, and that's honestly what I've been doing when I've been using it recently. I've even been adding a ball head so I can actually articulate the light to whatever orientation I want it to be in. Being magnetic is nothing new, but what is super cool is they've added 3 different angles that you can magnetize it to. Now, this is an absolute game changer because now instead of having to stick it flat, you can actually angle it slightly, and you can use these side bits to kind of flag the light ever so slightly. The special effects mode is something I absolutely love about all these portable RGB lights, especially the campfire mode. I honestly have no idea how they've actually done this in films in the past, but this literally takes 2 seconds to set up, and it looks super realistic. And it comes with a bunch of different effects that will be perfect for the amateur filmmaker, but all the way up to professionals as well. Now, the only downsides I've found on the Nanlite PavoTube 6C are the slow startup time. Having to wait for that logo to come up can sometimes get a little bit annoying. And finally, the fact that they have an inbuilt Wi-Fi into the light itself means you have to buy an additional module to connect it to an app. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my look at the Nanlite PavoTube Mark II 6C. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to find out more about this light, I'll leave some links below. And as always, stay creative and just be you. Yeah. Larger light source, which means that it's actually twice as bright, and because of the how can I say this? Also got built-in diffusion. It's best diffusion.